Good day, I'm Meghraj Goswami, and in this video I'm going to showcase a project I made in Python called WhatStats. So WhatStats, as the name suggests, combines WhatsApp and statistics. So it is a tool that can help analyze WhatsApp chat files and visualize them using graphs and also show interesting information about the chats. This uses WhatsApp exported chat files that can be exported from WhatsApp chats using the settings, the three dot setting thing. There's an option there to export the chat files, and this uses that to that data. This processes that data to make graphs using matplotlib and show the information. This uses pandas, which is one of the major data processing libraries in Python. Okay, so this is the code, and if I run it, I get this screen. Yes. So here I select the chat file that I exported from WhatsApp, the date format interval. The date format, WhatsApp does not have a universal timestamp. The timestamp in the chat files varies from operating system to operating system. For example, in iPhone and Android, the timestamps are different, and even in Android, different phone models have different timestamps. I just have access to limited phones, so I've hard coded in the option timestamps that I've seen on my system, but I've also put in an automatic parser function that automatically parses the timestamp, the date time from the chat files. It will take a bit longer because it has to check for the it has a regular expression. It uses the pattern to check for the timestamp in all the lines. So it takes a second or more, but it can parse all the timestamps automatically. So for example, if I open up the chart file that I'm going to show now, the timestamp format is this. So the month, and then then a slash, then the day, then a slash, then the year in 2 digits, a comma, a space, and the hour and minute in the 24-hour time format without the AM PM. Right, yeah, so I can either select it from here or I can manually type it. For example, if there had been hyphen instead of a slash, I could have I can edit this and type a hyphen here. And similarly, if there's AM and PM, so I can just not like this, but yeah, I can automatically parse that, or I can use the Python date time format, the sequences. So these ones, yes. So for example, you can see here that percentage sign M is the month number, then percentage sign D is the day number, then you can use all these, the percentage sign P is the EMPM one, the percentage capital I is 12-hour, for the 12-hour systems, and this is for the 24-hour systems, percentage H. So you can refer to this and make your own date time formats. Interval between messages, so like these are the time ranges, the intervals in which the frequency of messages will be counted. So for example, if I set this to 10 hours, so the frequency of the messages will be calculated in 10-hour intervals. So like in 10 hours, the number of messages that have been sent, and then the next 10 hours, and the next 10 hours, and like that. Instead of hours, you can also do minutes and days. I've set the default one to 1 hour, and date range. So this will be filled when you actually select Python, the chat file. It will find the starting date, the date when you send the first message, and the date when the last message was sent, and it will fill those here, and then you can select a range from that to apply, to plot graph or show the statistics, to use the operations in that date time range. For example, if I select this file, this one, my chat with Bhumika, the first chat, 9th December, so 9th December 2019 to 24th December 2020. This is the date range. I can select whatever date I want in this range, and then it will just consider that range. So if I just let it be the default one. Operations. So here I can select the user for whom I want to plot a graph or show the statistics or search a message. Everyone means all the users, and there are two members in this chat. It's a personal chat, not a group chat, so there are two members, Bhumika and me. So for example, if I just select, let it be everyone, and I plot a graph. This is the graph that shows the number of messages, the frequency of messages shown, frequency of messages per hour, right, per 1 hour. So for example, here that's 1 o'clock, and the date can be seen here, 1 o'clock on 9th December 2019. I sent 6 messages and Bhumika sent 1 message, right? And if I just zoom out of this part and go to the right side, here for example, so Bhumika, the legend here, Bhumika is in orange and I'm in green, and the all that is total message is shown in a transparent blue, light blue color. 5 o'clock, 5 p.m., 7th January. I sent 2 messages, she sent 5 messages, and the total messages are 7. This might not seem interesting because the number of messages is really less, so I'll open a chat file later where the chat was really active. It will look more interesting. So to the different functions now. Statistics will show the, I'll just click it and then explain. Total media sent in chat. Media can be like images, videos, stickers, documents, any type of media that was not text messages that was shared in the chat. There are 9 such media files, and these are the 10 most commonly used words. So there's a really nice method in pandas called value counts, which returns the frequency of it counts the frequency of individual particular values, unique values in a series, and then shows that. So I've used that to show the frequency of the 10 most commonly used words. These here are the longest messages in the group, in the chat. So this is the longest message. This is similarly the second longest message. If I select Bhumika, for example, and I click statistics, so she has sent 4 media files in this group. These are her 10 most commonly used words, and this is the longest message by her in this chat. And I can also search for something. For example, if I search for all the messages that contain the word hi, this is case sensitive, so H and I, it will only return words that have a capital H followed by an I in them, messages that have capital H followed by an I in them. Okay, so there are none. Oh, I've selected Bhumika. I'll just change it to everyone. Yeah, so I've sent two such messages. Right, so this supports regular expression, this search field. So I can type patterns, and the program will search for that pattern in the whole chat file and return the relevant messages. So for example, if the patterns, regex patterns, regular expression patterns can be seen from W3 School's website. It's very useful. The special sequences, yeah. This and the these meta characters. So for example, if I want to search for messages that contain either hi or thank, or thank in capital, these are the messages. So hi, you see, thanks. Right, so this was for this chat file. If I select a different one where the chat was really active, so the graph is interesting, it will take some time to load. So yeah, it's loaded. If I plot the graph for everyone, it's a group chat. So with it, the members include me, Yasha, and Piyush. If I plot a graph here, this is the graph. So the blue color denotes all total messages. I'm orange, Piyush is green, and Yasha is red. This is the graph, and for example, if I want to zoom in on, say, here, zoom in here, yeah, for example, here, that's 12 o'clock, and the date can be again seen on the bottom right. So that's 28th of December 2020. On that particular day, at 12 o'clock, Yasha is red. So Yasha sent 21 messages, Piyush, who is green, sent 37, and I sent uh, 78 messages, right? And the total messages sent, which can be seen in blue, that's 136. Yeah, 136. So similarly, you can zoom into any part of the graph to see it more clearly. This was the graph part. Originally, this is what the program was for, for like creating graphs from the chat files, because some graphs look interesting, and I just started learning Python, and I just wanted to do this project, so it was interesting and it looks good. Then I added in the search features and all. That came in later. This was the original thing. Right, so if I just close this, I can plot graph for individual users. Yes. So for example, if I want to just plot a graph for the messages that Piyush has sent, I'll select the user as Piyush, and I'll click on plot graph. This is his graph. So um, these are the messages he sent. Just this is just for him. And for example, 12 o'clock, 4th December, he sent 72 messages. Right. This is the graph. Yeah. If I just close this, and statistics. So for everyone, the total images, media files, that is documents, stickers, and all sent in this group is 2,121 media files. 10 most commonly used words are these. There are emojis here too, if you can see here. That's a smiley emoji, and that's two smiley emojis. These are the 10 most commonly used words in this group. And these are the longest messages. So this is the longest message in this group in that time range. So this is some base64 thing that I sent previously. A program code encoded in base64. This is the second longest message, the third longest message. These are just mine. So if I just select like Piyush and click on statistics, he has sent 260 media files in this group, and these are the 10 most commonly used words by him. Right. So these are his most the longest messages in this group. So this is the longest message, this is the second longest message, and like so. So for example, if I want to search something, like this supports regular expressions, so I can put in any pattern and then it will search for it. So for example, if I put in a pattern that searches for links, for example, http S is optional, then a colon, then two forward slash, but they won't work. I have to use a backward slash as well. www dot a word, any length, dot, for example, dot com domains. These can be seen, the regular expression patterns can be seen here, as I said before, and you can check from here and make your own patterns. If I click on search, this is for everyone. These are all the .com, www.something.com domains that have been web pages that have been shared here. So, for example, a YouTube link, YouTube, freshreads.com. These are all the links. For example, if I want to search for .net links, these are the .net links. Right, I can search for absolutely anything using the regular expression patterns, and it's really quick too because the database has been that chat file has been loaded in pandas. It's really quick. It's really significantly takes lesser time than when I had used dictionaries and lists earlier. It took a lot of time when I'd used dictionaries and lists, and pandas takes a lot less time to read the bigger chat files and store them in the memory. So I can just type any expression here, regular expression or any word I want to search, click on search, and the results will be visible in a second. Right, so this is it. Graph, statistics, searching for different users in different date ranges, different intervals, and with different time formats. This is the program. And so again, this is WhatStats, which is a tool that analyzes WhatsApp chat files and visualizes them, using graphs and all, and tells us interesting information. This is it. Thank you.